Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today Ronnie and the rest of Falling in Reverse have gifted us another song and music video, but not only just that, also a whole brand new album. So please guys, go show some love to that album, and let's just give so much love to Ronnie, because let's be honest, everything Ronnie touches is gold, and he really puts in a lot of effort into all the stuff he gives us, whether it's the lyrics, the music videos, everything he does. It's just to perfection. So please, please guys, go show him some love and the rest of the album. And today we're going to dive into his brand new music video for Prequel here, and I cannot wait to hear this. Every time I react to something from him, it blows my mind, and is just extraordinary in every aspect. So without further ado guys, let's not waste any more time, let's dive straight in. Here we go. Oh, he just smashed shit out of that skull. Oh, what was the laser thing? Whoa.
Dear diary, I've been searching for a higher me. I'm in the sky in the pilot seat, trying to stop my mind from spiraling, and that's irony. I'm just looking for a resolution. I just want to be a better human, but it's hard when everybody's acting stupid.
Okay, this is giving me right off the bat, 20 seconds in, and I'm already getting straight NF vibes. Like, literally, this is straight out of the NF like scrapbook, or I guess the notebook, not a scrapbook. This is straight out of an NF like notebook. Like, holy shit! And like, I kind of love that we almost have like that Star Wars vibe again that we kind of got from, I believe it's like Watch the World Burn, if I remember correctly. And the fact he's being crowned right now, for some reason, like okay, we're getting like freaking like, you know, King Ronnie here. Like, what? But yeah, straight NF. I love it. Let's go.
Pardon me if that came off rude. I just have a bad attitude with the world and not just.
That was sick. I love that the crown became part of his tattoo. Like, he's like, I'm not just putting this crown on temporarily. I am permanently putting this thing on. You see this right here on my face, or I guess forehead. You see this on my forehead, this like permanent crown I have on my forehead. That makes me a king permanently. He is not saying he's just temporary king. He is a permanent king.
If that came off rude, I just have a bad attitude with the world and not just with you. It's the side effects of abuse. I admit I'm a little strange. I don't think that
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll ever change. I survived a whole life of pain. You could say I escaped my fate.
Okay, I was gonna say something else, but wait a minute. Wait.
Never change. I survived a whole life of pain. You could say I escaped my fate.
You could say I escaped my fate. Why does that ring a bell? What is that? There's something that I'm recalling from that. Something here. Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit and see. I swear this is very familiar. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I got it. I figured it out. If you go back in time, pretty far back, let's be honest, to 2011, song from Falling in Reverse called "Raised by the Wolves." Sorry, I wrote this down because I'm not gonna be able to like remember it off the top of my head because it's been so long since I have heard the song. But the lyrics in that song said, what's it say here? I have learned that my fate is something I can't escape. And here you see him literally say, you could say I escaped my fate. So that's really cool. I love that you tap back into that reference back in the song from over, what, 13 years ago. Basically, at that point in time, you know, he was probably, you know, still struggling, you know, going through the hell that he was going through, saying, like, it looks like I'm, like, never going to escape my fate. I'm never going to escape my, you know, I guess my problems like I'm experiencing right now. And now he's coming out saying like, hey, you know what, fuck that. I'm older now, I'm more mature, I grew up, and I did escape that. And not only that, to say, look, watch.
I'll ever change. I survived a whole
life of pain. So going back almost to that 2011 reference, saying, I survived a whole life of pain from that area that I was living in my life. I lived through all that pain to the point now where the very next line says, you could say, I escaped my fate. So he ultimately came out on top. And again, just like real quick before we go back, another nice little reference to him almost standing over a crowd like we saw in Watch the World Burn again. I'm almost positive I was watching the world burn. But yeah, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Ronnie, you're a legend.
You could say I
escaped my fate.
I'm a cynical, egotistical,
Oh.
unpredictable, hardened criminal, and I can be a little hypocritical, but I'll admit it straight to your face. I'm unbreakable, irreplaceable, undeniably inspirational. I use everything I had available to make me the person I am today.
That's cool. I love that. I love these this is such an inspirational song right off the bat. I just love this. I've used everything I have to make me who I am today, and that is so, so true. You have got to be willing to use the resources you have when you are younger, where you're at right now, whatever it is, to shape who you want to be. There's so many things that I did in my lifetime to get me to where I am right now. And some of it was absolutely by fate, some of it was by just my own choice, some of it I think came through the, power of God, and that is just so true because you determine your future, guys. You determine your present and your future. If the past is the past, whatever happened in the past, you gotta let that go. I know it's hard, but trust me, I've had my problems too with it, letting go from the past. But the past is gone, the past is the past. You have to live in your moment in the present to be able to set yourself up for the future and to be successful, to be wherever you want to be at. And that is so, so, so strongly, and just such a strong thing that resonates with me. My gosh, so good.
Everything I had
Available
to make me the person I am
today! Yes! Oh, that's
Dear diary,
production.
Dear diary, I just had another wild dream. I was in a world that admired me, and when I woke up I was smiling, and that's irony, that's irony. You talk a lot but you don't even know me. I'm just hoping that my testimony will inspire y'all to stop acting phony. Pardon me if that came off weird. I don't mean to be mean, I swear. I have been through a lot this year. I just want to make a few things clear.
Okay.
I don't like it when people hate behind my back and not to my face. Nowadays it just feels so fake, so I'll cut the grass to expose the snakes.
I love that. I think this is direct reference to a lot of the shit that he is experiencing from a lot of people, because he's big on TikTok right now, and he has hilarious TikToks where he just completely just shouts out, or no, he shouts them out, more like just completely exposes all these haters and stuff or whatnot, and just puts them in their place and whatnot. And it's just so funny, but it's like, at the same time, he's getting really tired of hearing it, because, let's be honest, we live in a very social media-driven world where people can just love to hide behind a screen and just talk their shit and whatnot, and that's what he's saying here. He's like, I hate it when people just talk behind my back and don't really say things directly to my face. It's like, if you got something to say to me, say directly to my motherfucking face, Sorry, it's a little vulgar, but I'm just saying. It's like, that's basically what he's saying, and maybe a little bit nicer way than I did, but still, it's true. Like, my God, bullying these days has gone more strongly towards cyberbullying than it has been, physically bullying. And that's just so awful because it's like people are way more likely to say worse shit behind a computer screen than they are to somebody's face. So it's like, he's nailing it. Everything he's saying here is true and so just factual.
Nowadays it just feels so fake, so I'll cut the grass to expose the snakes. I'm unstoppable, it's impossible. You don't want to see the diabolical.
Oh, the red eyes there. Did you guys see that? That was dope. Wait.
I'm unstoppable, it's impossible. You don't want to see the
the red eyes coming out, and he's getting angry. Ronnie's getting angry.
diabolical. Side of me that never stops is volatile, so I suggest you stay in your lane. I'm unapologetic, you know where it's headed. I will never ever let up off the pedal. I got the spirit of every warrior in me. I'm gonna back the fuck up, get out my face. You're a slave to labor and you praise the fascists. You kiss the hand that takes half in taxes, faking outrage and being seen. A generation with no self-esteem. It's time to rise up and stand against them. Break the chain.
Was that a bunch of pregnant ladies walking on looked like a conveyor belt? What? But also him saying this here, a generation that is, what did he say? A generation what?
A generation with no self.
A generation no self-esteem. So there, he's definitely calling out somebody. My guess he's probably calling out Gen Z would be my biggest assumption, because he's not going to call out, millennials, because I think he is a millennial based off of how old he is, but I can't remember. And I guess he could technically also be calling out Gen Alpha too, That's my assumption is who he's calling out there. But I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna talk much about that because that's not my lane to talk. I mean, you got this generation blames this generation. This generation blames that generation. It's like you can point fingers at people all day long, but I mean, it's not gonna, you know, really make anything different. It's not gonna make any difference, really, And I'm not gonna fuel that fire because not my place. Anyways, but wait a minute. I want to see this again. Hang on. Yeah, what that it's a bunch of like pregnant women. It looks like walking into like. Are they just gonna walk into a pit of death? Like what? What could that represent? What? I'm not even gonna try diving into that. That's just weird.
Rise up and stand against them. Break the chains and finally see
the now we're bowing down to him. I love it.
Broken system. Follow me into the chaos engine. It's time to stand. It's time to fight. Don't be afraid to twist the knife. Your sacrifice to break the curse. Prepare to die. Prepare to burn. Abandon hope. It's not enough. Cause all our gods abandon us. Your sacrifice.
That was interesting. That was like. That looked like Tech 9 for one thing right here.
It's not enough.
Also, like, the eyes rolling forward like that. But here, this is what I was talking about. I love that it's like, she's like numbered, like 042. Almost like she's just another, like, creation. But, like, let me go back here. What is he saying here? Because I'm kind of missing some of this stuff. Because I'm too busy, like, focusing on the music video. Sometimes we're going to focus on the lyrics. Wait, let me see what he's saying here.
Self-esteem. It's time to rise up and stand against them. Break the chains and finally see the vision. We're post-traumatic from a broken system. Follow me into the chaos engine.
It sounds like we're kind of referencing the, like the government possibly or whatnot, where he's saying they break the system, like, and saying like it's time to take a stand. Like, time to take a stand against the government right now, who's trying to silence us, who's trying to tell us, like, you can't say this, you can't say that, or whatnot. Like, and basically, we're all just basically kind of being, like, almost treated like sheep and stuff, which I think is going back to this reference here. Okay, I think I got it. So if you go here to...
Don't be afraid to twist the knife, your sacrifice, to break the curse, prepare to die, prepare to burn, abandon hope, it's not enough, cause all our God...
Right here. See the number here? That is almost, I think, like the representation of, like, when you look at sheep, you brand sheep and have numbers on them so you know what sheep is what sheep, or which sheep is which one when you have them all in a big old massive field and whatnot. So it's almost like he's saying, like, we're all sheep right now, so because of that, and we're just a bunch of sheep that listen to the government and whatnot, we need to be, more likely to, or not be so afraid of standing up for ourselves and going against the government. Not necessarily, of course, rioting and, like, being, like, crazy about it, but, like, be willing to speak our words and stuff. Be willing to, especially in a time like this when we're, at least here in the United States, are in the middle of the election next few months. It's important that we come out and say what we believe and vote for who we want to vote for to make sure that we set ourselves for success going forward in this country, So that's kind of like what I think we got a little reference to there. That's very clever there to kind of use that numbering of like a person as like them being represented as just a sheep to the government. That's crazy. Very genius of him. Oh my gosh.
Prepare to die, prepare to burn, abandon hope, it's not enough, cause all our gods abandon us, your sacrifice to break the curse,
that's gonna switch me. Whoa. Whoa. Now we got Jesus. He's like Jesus now. What? Oh my god! Oh, he died. What on earth? I have so many chills right now, but this shot right here is so epic. It's like the fact that it's like the angels above, literally coming from heaven, are pulling and trying to pull him to heaven, where the demons from below of hell are trying to pull him towards hell. And it's like, this is like his judgment time, where he literally is like, being pulled between just both sides. Like, you have his past self where he made mistakes. He had, probably made some like, questionable decisions in his life. But to where he is now, where at the same time though, God will always forgive us, God will always look after us and whatnot. as long as we, you know, accept him, if you will. There's a little bit more to that, but that's kind of like the idea. So it's like, you know, it's like the battle of, oh shit, like it's his past versus like present, you know, which side's gonna win? Is he gonna get pulled into heaven, or is he gonna get pulled down to hell for his mistakes? And this picture alone is just absolutely just magnificent. And like, it's just like, I swear, this man should be making movies for us. I mean, honestly, I'd take a whole series from him of just his music videos telling us like a story or something. The dude just makes cinematic masterpieces. I've seen better music. I've seen better cinema from this man right here with his music videos than I have in half the movies that come out these days. Because all these movies these days are just repeat, recycle, and just make another sequel. And it's like, this man's out here making a whole fucking movie for us. This is absolutely... We gotta go back from just... I'm sorry. We gotta go back to right here where he's getting nailed across, and the lasers destroying everything and whatnot, and then just being lifted up into heaven. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, the whole entire orchestra, the choruses. The choir is epic. What? It's the armor from Watch the World Burn. He found it. No freaking way. Okay, I just gotta go back to this one part here. That's just so epic. Like, right, we'll go from... Oh, stop. We're gonna go right from this part again, where it's just the chanting and this... I mean... This is so freaking cool. I'm sorry, guys. I have to just do this again. Because it's just so cool. Right here from Why Have You Forsaken Me. This whole entire part, all the way till the end. I gotta do it again. It's just so good. Oh my goodness. What? Just the disarray and destruction. I can see why they named this like prequel, because I'm guessing this is technically a prequel for then leading into Watch the World Burn, probably, is what I'm assuming. But the thing is, like, it's so funny because it felt like a prequel, but at the same time, it didn't, though. It almost felt like we were kind of like going back and seeing a lot of stuff we already seen in previous music videos and whatnot, and then him doing that reference back to a 2011 song, you know, Raised by Wolves, you know, like that kind of, I guess, is maybe kind of like tapping back into like the idea of like prequel, because they're going back in time referencing that quote again. But like, it's almost like he's taking on this idea of like he is like the one person who can see through the bullshit, going against like the system, we'll say, which in this term I'll say is like the government, basically, and standing up for ourselves, standing up for what we want for this country going forward. But I think from this all is he's kind of showing by lead, almost like Jesus did, where he's like, this is the sacrifices I'm willing to make. And so it's like he's taking it to the whole extreme of like, I will be sacrificed on this cross if it gets me to be able to live and escape the hell that I've been through in my lifetime. But he's saying like, if I'm willing to do this, you guys should be willing to at least take that step and stand up for yourselves. Be willing to speak out. Be willing to use your freedom of speech more than anything and whatnot, and do what's best for yourself and do what's best that we can do as a whole entire like nation. It's just one of those things where, you gotta be willing to take that stand, like he said. I mean, honestly, just again, Ronnie with just another phenomenal, absolutely incredible masterpiece of a song, music video. I mean, it's like watching a mini cinema, or like a mini movie, I should say, every time with him. But yeah, I cannot wait to listen to the rest of this album and just fully dive into it. Like I said before, guys, please show as much love as you can to Ronnie and this entire new album from Falling in Reverse. And yeah, let's just stream the hell out of it and let's get this thing up in the charts because he deserves it for sure with how much work he puts in for us. But outside of that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please take time to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll go ahead and drop my reactions playlist for Falling in Reverse over here so you can check out my reactions to other stuff like Watch the World Burn, I've done Popular Monster, and I believe I did his remake of the infamous song from Papa Roach. What's it called? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's in there too, so you guys can check that out. Anyways, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys, bye!